Hi. Okay. This is my last time. Hi. I keep getting copyrighted. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where the copyright is coming from. Hi Sam. Hi Supreme King. And I'm sorry if it just keeps like spamming. Hi, this is my last try. But yeah, I'm sorry if I keep spamming you guys. I really like doing lives, so hopefully I don't get it taken away. But yeah. How do classes help with getting auditions? I wouldn't say that like classes help with auditions, but classes can just be beneficial for gaining experience and also putting them on your resume, which can be more impressive to agents and I guess to the casting directors. I'm gonna cry if it stops. Me too, because this is fun and I don't want it to end, but like I don't know where the copyright's coming from. I'm not playing any music or like anything, so hopefully it just stays. Have you ever done an online Zoom audition? If you have, can you please give some tips? So I've never really done like Zoom for auditions. It's all just been like sending in stuff. So like recording yourself and then sending it in. So like a self tape. Duh. Um, but yeah, no, I haven't really done a Zoom audition. Sorry. Could you do a Zoom meeting with your subscribers for us to ask questions? That's a good idea. I probably should. I'm gonna be going to Arizona tomorrow, so I'm gonna be gone until the 6th, I think. But once I get back, I will do one of those because it sounds really fun. Um, how can you go to film if you only did plays? So if you're asking me, I think you're just asking in general. Wait, I don't know. Are you asking that like to me, or are you just asking like for you? I'm confused. Sorry. Um, what if you have nothing on your resume? I think you can always put something on your resume, especially like special skills. I think you can do that. But um, I don't know. See, that's like a hard question for me to answer because I've just done lots of theater growing up. But I guess I would just suggest if you've ever done any public speaking to put that. Or if you would just start off with classes, you don't really need a resume at first. And then you can put the classes on the resume, if that makes sense. What are some sites you recommend for finding auditions? So the ones that I use are Backstage, Casting Frontier, Actors Access, and LA Casting. I also, Facebook is free if you want to just find smaller projects. I use Central Casting for extra work, and then for Instagram, I use a website called Certified Casting, which is where I book all my YouTube projects, and it's by Seth, who was a part of the Vlog Squad. I followed you on TikTok. Ooh, thanks. Yeah, I only have one TikTok, and I want to start posting more, but I'm like scared of posting on TikTok. I don't know why. I don't know. But yeah, I don't really post on there. But yeah, if you want to follow it, it's Donut Farm. Really weird name. It's because I have like a sticker up there that says Donut Farm. That's where I got the name from. It's like a vegan donut place. Anyways, I don't think anyone cares about that. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back. Why do I keep getting removed? It keeps copywriting me. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I keep getting copyrighted. So hopefully I stay and it doesn't take me away. Can you also update us on YouTube if you do the Zoom call if people don't have an IG as well, please? Yes, I will put like another post. But like I said, it's gonna be when I get back from Arizona most likely. But yeah, I'll post it on Instagram and on YouTube for you guys. What special skills should everyone have? Let me see what special skills I have on my resume. Because special skills can be hard to figure out, especially when you don't have many special skills. So if you can sing or dance, put that on. No, it keeps freezing. I'm scared. Okay, I don't know. Is everyone good? Am I frozen? Tease. I'm scared that it's frozen now. Is it frozen? Okay. Okay, cool. So if you can sing or dance, put that on a resume. I put that I can sing, I'm an alto, and I do tap dancing. If you play any sports, then put that on it. So I have basketball, ice skating, volleyball, yoga, biking, and then also if you do any modeling, I just have runway modeling, and that's kind of all that I have. I also put that I have like my driver's license because that can be important sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, I don't have a long list of skills. So, but like if you could do gymnastics or just any kind of skill or extracurricular activity, I think would count. If I need to send a resume to someone, how do I send them to audition? I guess through email, or if you're using a casting website, do that. What shows, plays, commercials, or whatever you have done or been in? So, like shows, I mean, like nothing where I've been paid for theater. Oh, you didn't ask theater. Never mind. So I've just done some short films. I've done a video for Anthony Padilla where I was a Visco girl. I've done a music video for an artist named Luke Banter. I was in an episode of American Housewife for ABC. The scene where I was actually really in it got cut out, but you can still see me in the background. It was a Halloween episode. So, yeah, what else have I done? I'm trying to think, but I'm kind of blanking. I think that might be it. Oh, and I did Graduate Together for LeBron James, which was on ABC, NBC, Fox, all that. The 4 main broadcasting stations. What do you say if they say, tell me about yourself? Oh, that's a really good question. So I like to talk about that I've done like theater my whole life. I try not to be basic because they want to see kind of like how you are on the spot with answering things, but it's always good to kind of have it like planned out. So I tell them about my school too. Well, I guess not anymore because I graduated, but I told them that I was already working towards my college education, and I guess I'd probably bring up my YouTube channel, but just like bring up any fun facts about you that are impressive. That's what I would usually talk about. Have you ever been to Boston? No, but my dad grew up there. You're perfect. Thank you. Or maybe it's because you're talking about I'm not frozen. Probably that. Okay. How do you find auditions that you can do online, then send it on? Please answer. I guess check out the casting websites I've talked about. They're linked in most videos that I've done, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. I'm not flexible. Neither am I. I broke my hip when I was younger, so I can never do the splits. Fun fact about me. When you get an audition, do you have to wear the same outfit you had in your headshot? So I guess it depends on the type of audition. If it's for a character, you usually kind of would dress how the character would dress. But if it's like an agency audition, is it continuity? Is that the word? Continuity is key. Seems like something I'd say. But just saying consistent. I don't know if that's continuity. I don't think it is. Does having acne matter? Mine refuses to go away. No, I wouldn't say it matters. Recently I've been struggling with bad skin. You can't really see it now, thank the Lord, because I put concealer on. That's the only makeup I'm wearing. But yeah, I've been dealing with bad skin, and I think it's just due to stress. But no, I definitely don't think it's an issue. Like, you can still be an actor and have acne. That's what makeup is for, everybody. I have heard this a lot, but do you have to be extroverted to be an actress? I'm introverted. So personally, I would consider myself an extrovert. If you guys can't tell, I just love talking. But no, I think that a lot of big actors are actually introverted. So yeah, you can be whoever you want to be an actor, basically. Can you tell me about SceneBot if you know anything? So I've never really used SceneBot, but I know that you can like send in monologues for competitions or just like what's it called? You can connect more with like casting directors and agencies, I think, through the videos you post. But yeah, I don't really use it. Maybe I'll download it and then give you guys a review on it if you want me to do that. Um, what if you have absolutely no experience and you want to start acting? Well, for theater, like theater arts, so plays and musicals and stuff, I wouldn't really say that you need a resume to book a role. And I think that that's like a great place to start. Obviously, there's plays where singing and dancing isn't involved. So if you're not that good at singing and dancing, then there's just plays for you. Um, but yeah, or just finding like short films. I mean, like it's going to be harder, but once you start like booking things and taking classes, these are just like all things that will help you get experience. I was lucky just because like I grew up doing theater, so when I started my film career, I could just add like theater to my list and a lot of theater. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend that if you're into theater. Definitely try that. Also, how many times have I said theater? Too many. Um, I think I broke mine too. My leg hurts. My leg hurt. My leg. Oh my god. Okay, my legs hurt, and so do my hips. Jeez. No, I remember breaking it. I was like young, and I had crutches, and my dance teacher thought that I just brought the crutches to get out of dance because I was like a fat child. So she thought I was just being lazy. I'm sorry that I keep freezing. I don't know if it's like you or me, probably me because I've been having trouble. Um, is it common for agents to sign you if you don't live in the same state? No, I wouldn't say it is. They do like have showcases out of states where they sign kids and then bring them to LA, um, and then have you try out like a pilot season. But yeah, sorry, I keep like reading the comments and getting like off topic. Please do a review on SceneBot. Okay, I will. Is it harder for you to get a role if you don't have an agent? Yeah, so I kind of talked about this. If you're like applying for a role yourself, compared to like someone who like has an agent, they're going to be more likely to get called in for the audition just because having an agent makes you look more professional, I guess. So having an agent helps, but trust me, I've booked a lot of things without an agent. So especially starting out for smaller projects, don't worry about it. Hi, I just joined, so sorry someone asked, but how do you tell your parents you want to start acting? So I have a whole video on this if you want to check it out. But yeah, I always just tell people to just be really informed because your parents might have lots of questions. Wait, I'll pour you. That was so rude to say. What happened? I don't. Oh yeah, because I talked about my dance teacher. I was like, who's bullying who? But okay, sorry. Just be informed, do research on everything for acting, and just have a conversation with your parents, telling them why you want to be an actor, telling them it's not a phase. You have to make sure yourself that this is not a phase. But yeah, just tell them it's your passion. You don't really see yourself doing anything else. If that's true, I mean, don't lie. And just tell them that you're okay with starting out slower and smaller projects and building your way up, or even tell them about theater. So yeah, yeah, okay. But make sure you check out my video. I did it with my parents, so they give their input on the situation too. If you say you can dance on your resume, do you have to show them how you dance or have a dance routine ready for an audition? So for agents, no. If it's a role that you're getting sent for where it's like a dancer, then you might have to dance, but usually no. The only thing that if you put singing on your resume, I've had agents ask me to sing, so yeah, but definitely not dancing. mm, you supposed to put your exact age while your auditions? So like usually it's just the age range you can play. So I usually do like 14 or 15 to 17 because if you put 18, then you're gonna get roles that are for only 18 and up because the rules are different. But yeah, I can't really play that young, which sucks because I'm 5'9". Another fun fact about me, I'm freaking tall. Last night I auditioned for a podcast. Congrats. Is Backstage worth it? I think so. I've booked lots of auditions through it. And at most casting websites, you're going to have to pay for. So if you're a beginner or you're out of state, like of California or any big city where acting is not that big, then I would definitely suggest Backstage because they post casting calls for everywhere. Sorry, I don't know why I blacked out. I didn't black out. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Do you recommend in-person class or online class? I guess it depends on your area, if it's safe to go to an in-person class, but definitely I would suggest in-person if you can, because I just feel like it's more beneficial since you're actually in front of people. Sorry, burped. Is it okay to have a black and white headshot? I only have that. I don't know. I'd probably suggest if you can do it in color to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I know back in the day it used to be in black and white, but I think people would prefer in color now. When you audition, do you have to memorize the scripts or okay, so it depends. Each audition you're going to get different directions, but it's just always important to really know your lines because then you can be looking up and not looking down. So it's just better to have it memorized. You also look a lot more professional because you know your stuff. But if anything, I'm always told to remember the first and the last line so you can deliver it good. But I'd always suggest to memorize your scripts. Are you allowed to make videos at home instead of not going in for the audition? So it just depends on every audition, but right now a lot of them are just online. So yeah. When you audition for a movie, do you show your own monologue or do they provide one for you? Usually they have a script for you, but sometimes if it's a smaller budget film, then they'll just have you send in a monologue, but most of the time it's going to be a script. I can't sing for crap. I'm so bad now because I don't really practice anymore. So, yeah. Yeah. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm excited because I'm going on a trip tomorrow to Arizona. Woo! Yay. Where did you find your agent? Through my acting school. Is drama club good for practice? Yeah, I would say so because you're practicing acting. Any practice you can get is good practice. Do you know any agencies in Washington State? No, I'm sorry. And hi, Denise. She's here, everybody. How do you remember lines? Any tips? I guess for me, I just go over it a bunch of times until I memorize it. I usually break it down, so I start with a few lines. So like the first line, I just keep repeating it until I have it memorized, and I just do that for the whole thing. But it's also good if it's like a script to know the other person's line because you're going to have to react to it. So yeah, just memorizing. I don't know. I just have always been lucky with memorization. I've just always been able to do it. Just make sure you make time to memorize your scripts. Are there any good agencies in SoCal? Yeah, there's a bunch of good agencies in SoCal because Los Angeles is in SoCal. I'm using Actors Access right now. Should I get the version that costs? I'm pretty sure to submit for roles, you have to pay on Actors Access. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, so to actually submit to these projects that you're seeing, you're gonna want to pay to submit. Okay. How did you get your worker's permit? So there's a form. Where is it? It looks like this, at least the one in California. Oh, that's my birth certificate. It looks kind of like this. I know it's kind of hard to see. But basically, you just look up your state and then entertainment industry work permit and just look at the rules and regulations for your state. But basically, I had to get that form filled out, and then I took it to the offices in Van Nuys and got my work permit, and it's good for 6 months. But you also only need a work permit if you're under 18. I live in Alabama. How would I get an agent? Look for the biggest cities in your area or closest to you and see if there's any agents in those cities. That's what I'd suggest. But also just focus on finding short films and a bunch of smaller things to build up a resume. So if you ever go to LA or New York or Georgia, you can use that to get yourself an agent. How do you take headshots? Do they have to be printed out? So lots of things you submit online, so it's good to have a digital copy, but I get my headshots done professionally by a photographer, and then they will email me my my photos, and then I can choose which ones I want to print out, and I just take them to like a printing place, and just print out a few. And I don't know the dimensions. Is 12 by 7, 7 by, it's like paper size. Why do I not know this? I don't know. 12 by 11 sounds, no, that doesn't sound right either. I don't know. When you audition, where'd it go? When you audition, do you have to memorize the script you're reading? It's important to know at least what the script is talking about, but I would suggest to have it memorized, would be my short answer. Can you say no when you don't want to do a scene? That's a good question. I would say no, you can't really do that. Just because every scene that would possibly make an actor uncomfortable would be disclosed before production even starts. So like if it was like a nudity scene, it would be shown like before you would even audition for it. It'd be like, this role contains nudity, or just smoking or drinking and stuff like that. So you would typically say no to the role, not to the scene, because they will just replace you, basically. So yeah, I'm going to tell my dad that you don't have to pay to get a minor certificate, and then he's going to let me because he thinks acting is fake. Yeah, so you usually don't have to pay for things before you do things unless it's a casting website. But never pay for agents, never pay to get a work permit, definitely. Never pay to like work on a project unless it's a casting website. You can pay for the casting website. What is a monologue? So it's basically just, let me see if I have an example. I think I do, but it's basically just like a one-person scene, and I don't even know the whole definition, but yeah, it's just basically like a script for one person, and it's just like you recite lines. So it would look like this, basically. And yeah. What is your zodiac sign? If you can't tell, I am a Leo. What's it like to audition for a part in a movie or a TV show? Really scary. No, I'm just kidding. No. Okay, well, I was really anxious the first one that I ever did. I did a video, and it was like auditioning for like a TV show plus Netflix callbacks. Usually for the first audition, you're going in with a lot of people, and you have a script that you have to have prepared, which can be nerve-wracking. And I think for like the first time, I guess it depends, but there's usually 1 to 2 people inside, depends on how big the production is. And then every callback that you get, more and more people show up. And sometimes there's things like chemistry reads or chemistry things where you work with different actors. So people can see like a screen test, basically. It's a long process. For commercials, though, it's a little different because it's usually like improv, kind of. And then like the second, if you get a call back, okay, it's sorry, this is like a lot of information. So usually films, so TV shows and movies, there's lots of callbacks you have to go to. For commercials, there's only a few, and then it usually comes down to 2 people, and then they put you on, what's it called? Something avail. I'm blanking on the word. Checks avail, I think that's the name. And basically you just tell them that you're available to do the project, and then they'll let you know who booked it. So yeah. Okay. Sorry, that was really confusing. I just realized. Let me go back up. Have you done acting lessons before? Yeah, so before quarantine started, I was doing advanced teen acting techniques in a commercial class. But I've also done improv and scene study and script analysis. So, yeah. What time is it there? It is 9:23 for me. Do you have to do cold readings a lot at auditions? I guess it depends on the audition that you're doing. So sometimes for agency auditions, I've done like a monologue, so a prepared piece the first time, and then for callback, I'll do cold reads. But yeah, I would say cold reads can be common. Just depends on what projects you're going out for, but especially commercial auditions are a lot of cold reads. So yeah. Can you learn acting techniques without paying for it? Yeah, YouTube is awesome for finding acting videos. So I would suggest that. Just look on YouTube. There's probably a bunch of acting videos. I remember doing a school play. It was horrible. Why? What happened? And what play was it? I've done, for high school, I only did like Les Mis because I changed schools. But I've done lots of theater and lots of stories. My school plays are in Urdu, so I don't get to practice in English. Once I do mine in front of a mirror. Oh, I'm sorry if I said Urdu wrong. Yeah, okay. For your resume, should you have someone review your work before you submit your resumes to the casting directors? So usually your resume stays pretty consistent unless you book like new work, then you add it. But yeah, it's good to have someone who like knows about film and acting to review your resume, just to make sure that it's good and it doesn't look really like clashy and confusing. But yeah. Do you have any bad set experiences? Story times? Are they rude to extras on set? So when I was an extra for ABC for American Housewife, it was actually a really, really good experience. I got lots of compliments on my dress because it was like a Halloween episode. So I had to bring like my own costume. I'm sorry if you hear Milo snoring. And Milo, please. And so, what's it called? Oh yeah, I got lots of compliments from like the director even. I talked to the director about my dress because it was like 70s go-go stuff like that. Sorry, I keep reading all the comments and getting distracted. I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but lots of the parents of the extras, because it was minors, were actually rude compared to like the actual workers. They were like, oh, why do we have different food from the actual actors? I can't believe this. And they were like complaining, but we were actually treated really well. I know that some of the set teachers or studio teachers were a little bit rude, but my studio teacher was actually really cool and we made friendship bracelets when we finished our schoolwork, but some of them just like made you sit there in silence. But I got lucky, but no, I haven't really been treated badly on set that I can think of. So yeah. Ooh, lots of Leos are here. Yeah, typically Leos will go. Ew, I hate that I'm talking about this. I don't really like horoscopes, but I've been getting into it more. But typically Leos go for more jobs where they are in front of people, and acting is one of those. So, hi Leos. Um, when's your birthday? My birthday is August 13th. I'm turning 18 this year, guys. In like a month. Oh my gosh. Where do you find your monologues/scripts to read at auditions? So if it's a script, then the casting directors or the people in charge will give you that. But monologues, I usually just search up like teen monologues or girl monologues and just choose one that I like. But I also get them from my acting classes because, like, in a monologue class, I'm going to get monologues to work on, and like in commercial classes, I'm going to get commercials to work on. So that's another way that I get my stuff. What I don't even know what I was gonna say. Okay. Can you do a video about how to book jobs without an agent? But regardless, what's your opinion? If we are starting out with acting and want to get more roles, should we get an agent? Thank you. Yeah, so I can definitely do a video if that's something that you guys would want. If you're starting off with acting, like I say, if you can afford classes, take classes. And if you can get an agent, then great. But it's definitely harder when you're starting out to get an agent. But I would just tell you guys not to follow any certain rules and just go for any opportunity you have. So yeah, if you can get an agent with little experience, then great. But if you can't, then that's okay. You can still find work. That's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, just consistency is key, and being really active in submitting yourself for roles will be most beneficial for you. I'm currently updating my resume, and I was supposed to be in a play. It was already cast. Can I still add that? No. If you weren't cast in the play, then you can't add it because you haven't, like, technically done it. So yeah, I would just wait until it's over and then add it. What websites do you recommend? I have a whole video, or I have lots of videos where I link a bunch of websites if you want to check them out. But yeah, I'll be back. I want to go ask Dad via message. Okay. Wow, were you really on American Housewife? Yeah, so I went there expecting to be an extra, and then I got upgraded to a featured extra. I was Oliver's friend, if any of you guys watched the show. But then they ended up cutting the scene, so all you can see is me walking around in the back for a couple scenes. So yeah. It was a really good experience though, and so I really suggest background work. If you're auditioning for a show, but they want you to memorize a commercial script, am I auditioning for a commercial? Yeah, that's a little confusing, because if it's a show, why would you memorize a commercial? But I don't know, because every audition's different. So maybe it's for a commercial in the movie. I don't know. That's confusing. This is so helpful, especially for me, LOL. Yeah, Denise, this is really helpful for you because you definitely want to be an actor. If I did school plays, can I put that on my resume? Yes. Do you think people who speak more Spanish than English can succeed in acting? Los Angeles, what do you recommend? What are your opinions? Yeah, so I mean, just as long as you can read in English, I guess would be really helpful because you're going to be memorizing scripts. But definitely being bilingual, especially in Spanish, can be really helpful because lots of things, it's important to be bilingual. Sorry, I thought my mom was coming in. But like there's lots of projects where they want people who can speak Spanish. So congrats. I'm currently learning Spanish. How do you get to be an extra? I use Central Casting. They don't just do Los Angeles. They also do Georgia, Louisiana, New York. I don't know if there's any more, but yeah. How do you get, so yeah, that answers that. How do you get to be an extra? Yeah, that. Wait, for American Housewife, did you actually wear your real costume? So for extras, sometimes they want you to have like actual clothes. So I wore my own costume, but it was really cool because I got to go into like a like the hair and makeup and get my hair done like all 70s. It was cool. I'm a Leo too. My birthday's August 2nd, 10th. My birthday's August 14th. Oh my gosh, we're all close. I'm an Aries. Wow. So many. Okay. My birthday is August 14th. I'm a day. Your birthday is a day after mine. Okay. My birthday is on 30th of July. Wow. But my sister's friend's birthday is August 15th, and my sister's is August 16th. Wow, lots of you guys are born in August. Have you ever had an audition where you didn't get a script prior but had to read and act it out on the spot? Yes. When did you start acting? So I always did theater when I grew up, and then I started pursuing film acting, I think when I was 14 or 15. Do you plan on being more consistent with your YouTube content / career? Love your channel. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I really want to post more consistently. It's just that I don't want to only do acting videos, but sometimes I feel like all people want is acting videos from me. So sometimes it can be like a little discouraging because I love making acting videos for you guys. I like that we have like this little community, but it's not really like what I planned for my YouTube channel. And it's not like a big passion of mine, but like, yeah, I think I've just been unmotivated because of like Corona, but I plan on posting more consistently. Yes, I'm sorry. How did you find the extra casting to be on American Housewife? Through Central Casting. This is random, but how long did it take your channel to reach 4K? Oh my gosh, we're almost at 5K, which is crazy. So let me see. Let me look at when I started posting. I think I started posting videos in 2018, but what would happen is I would like stop for a few months and then start uploading again. But then one of my videos started getting a lot of views, but this month, I think I've gotten almost 2,000 subscribers, so in 28 days. But I think that's really big growth for somebody. So yeah, it's taken me, when I hit 1,000K, that was in January, March, April, I think in May, and now it's July. But I started uploading in 2018, if that makes sense, but not consistently. How should I convince my parents to let me act? I have a whole video on this, and I've already answered this question, I think, so if you want to go watch that. Is improv important in acting? Yeah, definitely, because sometimes, you can't stop acting until the director says cut, so even after the lines are done, you might have to just continue, so just being able to act on the spot can be really beneficial. I would love to see a how to start a YouTube channel video. I would actually do that if you guys would want to see that. Do you think you can still get commercial roles or filming roles if you haven't done theater? Love your channel. Yeah, you can definitely book stuff without too many things on your resume. It's just more likely to get called in for an audition if you already have work, which kind of sucks, but yeah. Oh, and thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. Would I have to bring in my clarinet if I put on my resume? No. Unless it was like a role where it's a clarinet player, then they might ask you to bring it in, but typically no. Whatever you post, I'll still love and support, but I would still love to see acting videos. I love you so much. I love you too. Yeah, I will keep making acting videos. It's just sometimes I feel like I'm just repeating information, and so like the videos just are like all the same. But yeah, I love all your videos. Don't feel pressured to do just acting videos. Thank you. That means a lot. How many movies have you been in? So I wouldn't say I don't think I've ever been in a movie, just TV shows, short films, music videos, and like YouTube stuff. And do I put me being in a play on my resume? Yeah. You just got another follower. Thank you. P.S. I'm starting a channel on this account, but I don't know what to do because I don't want to show my face. Yeah, there's lots of things you can do. Just do what you're passionate about. I think I should take my own advice and do that. But yeah. Do you know how to get on Nickelodeon? It's pretty similar to Disney Channel, so if you wanna watch that video, I give a whole detailed answer, so you could check that out. Um, I did a project for school that was scripted. Would I put that on my resume? I would say yeah, especially since you're just starting out, I'm guessing. Um, so yeah, definitely put that on your resume. Are you homeschooled? No, I just had a really flexible school schedule. I was only going to school from 1 to 5, and it was easy if I missed. So yeah, I just worked around my school, but homeschooling is probably definitely easier. What's your aesthetic? I don't know anymore. It's kind of all over the place. My room is definitely more than I, I don't even know. Honestly, I'm confused with my aesthetics. Hey, just today I told my parents about my passion for acting and they support me and I'm very grateful. What do you think my first few moves should be? Congrats on that. Um, what I just totally blanked out. Um, Classes if your parents will let you, or just maybe see if they'll let you join any casting websites and just start applying for roles. Wait, did you see my notification when I followed you on TikTok? It's the account Mackenzie. I have my notifications off for TikTok. Here, I can go on the app. Oh yeah, I got it. Wow, 634 followers. She's famous. Here, I followed you back. Um, how do I audition for Disney Channel? Is there any open calls for Disney Channel? So I just did a video. Well, I didn't just, but I have a video on my channel about that too. I don't think there's any open casting calls right now. Could an acting agent or manager contact you after seeing you in a school play, or does it just depend? Yeah, I mean, if there's any agents at your school play, then definitely, but I think that's pretty rare for that to happen. Do you like musicals or drama club better? I've never really been like in drama club. I've been in drama classes before, but probably musicals. Witch vibes. Thank you so much. Do you Thank you so much. You have really helped me, but I'm gonna go. I'm really tired. It's almost midnight. Why can I not speak anymore? Midnight where I live. Bye. Bye. Thank you for watching. When you start acting, what kind of classes for acting do you recommend? Let me think. So I guess it depends on what type of acting you want to do. But I think improv is really good. Script analysis can be good. Cold reading classes can be good, or monologue classes. Basically any acting class you can get, but those are more like universal. So I guess that would help more. But there's also like commercial. I don't know if I said that, but yeah. Or just overall acting techniques, I guess, would be beneficial for starting out. Hi, I want to get into acting, but I don't know where to start. So I guess it depends. If you're able to take classes, I would definitely start with classes, then move towards trying to find an agent or just use casting websites to submit yourself, but definitely don't follow like a certain road. Just take every opportunity you can. And yeah, is being able to sing a good thing to start acting? If so, do you have to sing during auditions? Thank you for answering my previous questions. You're welcome. So being able to sing and dance is just like a plus because it's can open you up to more roles that are just singing and dancing. But the only time you'll have to actually sing is if it's a role that is a singer, if that makes sense. Have you done an audition over Zoom? No, it's just all been like recording myself and sending it in. So self-tapes. Thank you. Also, just want to let you know that your video about how to tell your parents about acting really helped. So thank you. You're welcome. I kind of felt like that video was all over the place, so I'm glad that it helped. Who inspired you to be an actor? I don't know. I've kind of just done theater my whole life, so I've just always wanted to be an actor, but what changed me to do television acting was when I went to Universal Studios and I went on the studio tour. I just fell in love with studio, and that's kind of how that happened. Do you also sing or just act? Yeah, I can sing. I mean, I'm not like amazing, but I would say I can sing and then I can tap dance, but that's the only dancing I can do. I'm not that good at dancing. Can you get a scholarship from acting? Yeah. Um, yeah. Just curious, by the way, not trying to be rude. No, totally fine. Favorite actors, actresses, favorite movie and TV show. See, the thing is, I don't watch a lot of stuff like that, movies and stuff, which sounds weird. But my favorite actor or my favorite movie, I don't know. My favorite TV show would have to be either that 70s show or Parks and Rec. But like adult cartoons, I like Bob's Burgers and Rick and Morty. What what was your biggest role? I guess for like television, it would have to be the ABC thing. That was like pretty big. But like my most screen time would have to be the Anthony Padilla video I did. What's my favorite food? Any type of Mexican food, basically. Yeah. Guys, if you want a camera for headshots, there's this account on TikTok called All Coupons Codes, and there was a camera and it went down to $20. I've seen that account on TikTok. I think I even follow them because I like coupons. I've been taking acting classes for a few years. I don't know why what my next step should be. Please help. I love you so much, by the way. I love you too. Your next step should just be like applying to roles while also applying to agents so that they can eventually be the ones booking you roles. But yeah, just trying to find projects, I think would be your next step. But good job for taking classes. Do you think POV TikToks help with facial expressions? LOL, I know it's a stupid question. Yeah, I think that they can help with facial expressions, but when it comes to actually delivering the lines, maybe not so much. But yeah, I would love to see some covers. Really, because I would actually post singing covers on here, but yeah, I didn't know anybody would want to see that. But yeah. Have you watched Outer Banks? No, not yet. Is it good? Should I watch it? I don't know. Is it scary? Because I don't do that good with scary things. I'm a bigger person, if that makes sense, and feel like I won't get a lot of roles. Literally, I am 5'9" and I'm not like skinny, so you can definitely do it. Don't worry about it. Anyone here watch Scream Queens? Yeah, I used to. I never watched the second season, but I watched season 1 and I really liked it. Even though I guess that's considered horror, I'm just weird. Okay. Do you have an agency? No, not right now. I terminated the contract. You don't have to specify how much but does background work pay well, and is that a good way to get into acting? I think it's like a good way to see if you would possibly want to do acting as a career, because you really get to learn like what being on set is like. And for a day, it pays around $175, so I would say it's pretty good. No, it's not scary. Outer Banks is amazing. Okay, I'll check it out then. When did you start acting? So I've done theater my whole life, and I started film acting around 14 to 15 years old. Have you watched Vampire Diaries? It's really cool. No, I haven't. See, like, I don't watch a lot of stuff, which is, like, weird, but yeah. Could you do a tutorial on how to sign up for casting online? I've done some research, but still a bit confused. Yeah, if that's something that people would want to see. Was it my last video? I think my last video I did about how to find casting calls with no experience. So if you want to check that out, you should check that out. Do you miss a lot of school for acting reasons? I know your school's flexible, but I'm worried about missing so much school because I go to regular school. So I guess it depends on how much things you're booking. But I had a talk with my parents, and we decided that if I started having to miss a lot of school, online school was an option for me. So maybe talk to your parents about that. But for me, I did miss a good amount of school, but it wasn't enough to where I didn't graduate. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Oh my gosh, I have a lot of YouTubers. Let's see, who do I like right now? I really like Ashley. What's her name? Your Mom Ashley. I like her channel. She does like vegan stuff. I like watching that. Acting YouTubers, I really like Asia Jackson. She doesn't post that much acting videos anymore. Audrey Hope is another good actor. Julia Marley, I think is her last name. We're kind of like YouTube friends. I'd suggest her. Jada Jones is really good also. Sorry, I'm really trying to think about this. These are all acting YouTubers, by the way. What type of music do you listen to? Sorry, I was reading another comment. I go through so many phases. Like sometimes I like 70s, 80s, sometimes I like Suicide Boys, and sometimes I like Spanish music. It kind of just depends, but right now I've been really into like aggressive music. So like Suicide Boys, Snot, and Ghost Main, which is scary. The second season is great. Just skip the first episode. That one was boring for Scream Queens. Okay. Have you watched Supernatural? No, but my second cousin, I think, is Jared Padalecki. I was told that recently. And I think he's on Supernatural, if I remember. So yeah. Also, I have some agencies near me, but don't know how it works. Do you go there and say I have a monologue, or look at their websites online and see if they take online submissions? If they don't, then you can't really apply to them. Have you tried TaylorMade? Like casting TaylorMade, that's through what's it called? That's how I like auditioned, not auditioned, but like was an extra. Well, I didn't end up doing it, but that's how you apply to be an extra for Stranger Things. So yeah. What's a good way to know if you'd enjoy acting or the industry? Extra, because you don't have to be a good actor to be an extra, and you can watch the other actors on set, and just being in the atmosphere can determine that. What are you doing awake? For me, it's early. It is only 9:50. I watch Your Mom Ashley too, Audrey Hope too. Yeah, they're good. They're good YouTubers. Suicide Boys, yes. Why do I watch all of them almost? Wait, what he is? OMG. Yeah, I've never met him, but I guess he's like related to my aunt, or I don't know. I'm sorry if I already made this video. I've watched so many acting videos, so I kind of forgot who made it. But could you make a how to make a resume with little to no experience? Yeah, I can make that video. I remember in one of them I linked a video down below, which I thought was like a good resume video. But I think it's by Acting Is My Life. I don't know if she ended up changing her name, but it's an old video, but it's good. But I can make a video if you want me to. Jared Padalecki's your second cousin, OMG. Yeah, but he has no idea who I am, so yeah. What is a submission? Sorry for asking so many questions. You're just so helpful. You're welcome. Like a submission is like to apply yourself for a project, if that makes sense. I'm trying TaylorMade, but need a minor certificate, which I'm getting. Haha. It's 9:50 for me too. AM. Oh, it's PM for me. I learned so much in the past 40 minutes. I'm glad I could help. Yes, that would be so helpful. Thank you. Of course. It's 12:51 a.m. for me. Jeez, it's late. Wow, I actually got to the bottom of the comments. I don't know what to say now. Yeah, let me know if I should do more of these lives. If I keep having technical problems the next time, I'm gonna do it on Instagram. How much of school did you miss? Probably combined a few weeks worth, which seems like a lot. Anyone here listen to Travis Scott? My album is Astro World. I've listened to Travis Scott, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan. Oh, also him. My Lord and Savior. Okay, anyways, that was weird. No, it's the same name right now. LOL, just saw that. Did you always live in LA or did you move because of acting? So I don't live in LA, I live right outside of it, but yeah, I've just lived here my whole life, so it just made pursuing acting a little bit easier. But yeah, I would suggest if you guys are you should do more lives but not on Insta. That's only because you don't have Instagram, Denise. Um, I would love to see a summer lookbook video. I would actually do that. I just got a bunch of new clothes, so I could do a haul or a lookbook. Maybe I'll do that in Arizona. I don't know. But yeah. Wow, 55 minutes, almost an hour. Jesus. Well, I'm glad that over 20 people are still here. I hope that this has been helpful so far, and I'll probably go soon because I have not packed yet and I'm leaving tomorrow and I should probably also take a shower. What are your favorite stores? So for clothes, I kind of just go to Goodwill, just because it's just good to reuse clothes and I like the style. Because I try to stay away from fast fashion, but yeah, Goodwill I like for clothes. Yeah. What's your favorite TV show? I think I said either that 70s show or Parks and Rec, but if it's adult cartoons, it's Rick and Morty and Bob's Burgers. What if I want to become an actress? Denise, I think you should be an actress. Did they ever call you last minute from school for an audition a lot? Not like really last minute. Well, yeah. I've booked things pretty last minute and had to like really work through my schedule, especially because I had a job. There was lots of times where I had to try to get my shift to someone else because acting is a really last minute job. So yeah, I did. That happened a lot. Can we send fan mail? I mean, my dad has a P.O. box, so yeah, that would be possible, but I didn't think that there would be like anybody for fan mail, but yeah, I can get that information if you want to. That'd be really cool. Bye, thank you. Bye, Millie. Wow, you're so lucky because I live in Pennsylvania. That's PA, I think. And literally no one even mentions acting. It's like not even a thing here. So it's very uncommon for me to be interested in acting. So I don't really have, that's all I can see. Anyone to talk to about it. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about it here, so you can always join this. But yeah, I can see why that's hard, but I think there's this actor, her name's Sadie Stanley. She used to have a YouTube channel, and I watched her before she booked Kim Possible on Disney Channel. But yeah, I think she's from Pennsylvania, and she just did a showcase and came out to Los Angeles for pilot season. So maybe that's something you can try out. I live in a littler known state, and what are some tips to maybe get some roles for commercials or extras? I guess it depends on what state you're in, but I'm sure that there's other creatives out there who are making short films. Just try Facebook. I think that would be most helpful. I have a theater company at my school and I really want to join, but I'm scared we're going to perform in front of the whole school. Yeah, I remember doing theater. I would get a little anxious too, but then like after I would love it. Yeah, you just gotta go for it, but I know it can be hard. I'm gonna go watch your other videos after this. Thank you. I would want to send you something from Michigan. Oh, that'd be so cool. I would make a fan account for you because you're so nice, funny, and pretty. Oh, thank you guys. If you do, I can definitely open a P.O. box if you guys want to send me stuff. But thank you, Ava, and thank you, Mackenzie. Tips on how to get started without an agent. It's really easy. Well, I mean, it's a little harder, but it's still manageable to find work because lots of projects that I've booked, I've found myself. You just have to be consistent on casting websites, submitting yourself, and everything. So consistency is key, like I've said like 20 times. I live an hour and 45 minutes away from LA, so I would have a long drive. Yeah, but at least you're close to LA. I'm about like 20 to 30 minutes depending on what part of LA. We hit an hour. Depending on what part of LA I'm going to. By the way, I live in West Virginia and it's like very, very hard to even pursue acting. Yeah, I know. It can be hard. I know I'm sorry, guys. How do I remember all the lines? Just take the time to memorize. Memorization has always kind of been easier for me, but yeah, I don't know. Just make sure you make the time to memorize it, is all I can say, and just go over it a lot, practice it out loud, and yeah. What's the biggest musical role you've gotten? Okay, let me see. That one's hard because I'm not a dancer, so that would not help me out at all. But probably either the narrator in Charlie Brown, Officer Ward and Annie, or Aquata in Little Mermaid, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. My theater that I used to do was kind of corrupt, but I'm not going to talk about that. Okay. Since I'm just starting in acting, about when do you think would be the right time to get an agent? I guess whenever you can. If you can audition, then go for it. I guess just when you feel confident enough in your acting skills and you have a monologue or commercial prepared. I live across the country from LA, Florida. I go to Florida every summer. Well, I guess not this summer, but I usually go to Florida. How do you deal with the weather there? Oh my gosh. How would you say the acting scene is oh, okay. Wait, we should make a Snap group chat so we can ask questions and pursue our dreams together, only if you guys feel comfortable. My Snap is Kenzie W10. That'd be so cute. You should do it on Instagram. Hi, I live in Fiji. How can I audition for any movie? Start off with what's in your area, and if you can make it out to any state that's big in acting, that will be really helpful for your career. Mackenzie, yes, please put me in. So far, I've only worked in musicals. How can I move into acting? Just start taking acting classes that are more focused on television acting compared to theater acting, and see if you can apply for agents who can get you the auditions for television, or also just start applying yourself. I'm a dancer, so would that help me in any way for auditions? Definitely if you're going out for a role that's for a dancer. Do you think you should start acting at a young age? I have 17, or you are 17. Do you think it's factable to start acting, or is it too late? No, you can start acting at any age. How do I find good monologues? Just look up, like, I don't know if you're teen or kid, just like look up what's specific to you, monologues, and literally just search through Google, because that's how I find all mine. Hey, you asked me how the weather is in Florida. It's pretty good, but it rains a lot from June through September. Yeah, so I go to Disney World in Florida usually every summer, and it always rains at like 4 p.m. there. It's crazy. But it's so like sticky there. Do you have any tips on how to balance time between school and theater? Yeah, so that's a really good question. Just make sure you are making time for both, but your priorities might be school. Well, it's hard. You kind of want to prioritize things equally, but you need to keep up good grades to be able to do acting, and probably with your parents to do acting. Wait. To do acting, you have to have good grades, and to have good grades, you need to do good in, I don't know. Just make sure you're good at time management, I guess, and just know your priorities. What camera do you use for your videos? So I have two because I love cameras. One I have is a G7X, but I use the other one more. I think it's right here actually. Let me see. It's this one. I think it's an M. Where would it say? M50, I think is what it is. Yeah, EOS M50. That's what I use. Yeah. Where did you get the tapestry in the back? Oh, this is my Grateful Dead tapestry. I think I got it from, where did I get it from? Amazon, maybe? I don't remember. I use the Protective Shield monologue and use it for every emotion. That's a good monologue. In your headshot, can you smile in them? I see most examples with the person not smiling. So usually you should have two headshots. The smiling one would be used for commercials, and the other one, like the serious one, would be used for television and movie type of roles. What do you use to edit your video? I use Final Cut Pro. OMG, hi. Are all monologues, sorry if I typed that wrong, the same genre? No, there's a bunch of different monologues, and usually they'll like say the genre they are. But yeah, can you recommend acting schools in LA? So the one that I go to, which is in LA County, is Santa Clarita School of Performing Arts. So yeah, that's really the only acting school I know because that's the one I go to. I'm sorry, I'm going to sign off because it's 1 a.m. here and I'm pretty tired. Thank you so much for answering all my questions. You're an angel. Of course. Thank you so much for watching. Found the tapestry. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, it's really cool, especially with like these lights because it like changes. So it's pretty cool. And I don't think it's too expensive either. So yeah, I went to Gary Spatz, the playground. Cool. Mila's making noises. Okay, well, I'm gonna answer up the last few questions if you guys have any other ones, because then I'm gonna go because I need to pack. I'm leaving at 9 tomorrow. So, yeah, any last questions? I'll wait a little bit. Your YouTube channel, would you collaborate with other YouTube artists for fun? Yeah, probably if they made content kind of like mine. But yeah, I've done a collab once. I can't wait to do the Zoom meeting. It'll be awesome. Yeah, so for those of you who are here who don't know, I think I'm going to do a Zoom call one day so that you guys can actually talk also. Love you. Thank you. I'd love to so much on Insta talk more. Yeah, so I'm sorry. It's really hard for me to answer all the DMs because there's a lot, but I'm trying to get to them. So yeah, just be patient. But yeah, it's hard to do acting and dancing because they both take up a lot of time. Very true. Love you. Thank you thank you for always helping. Of course, you're welcome. I love you too. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this live. I'm sorry that it has been a struggle. It was a little bit of a struggle, but now I kind of get it. I'm for sure just gonna do it on my computer now, not my phone. Milo. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I love you guys all. Thank you for subscribing and watching and tuning in, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody. I want to wait for the last few comments and then I'm gonna go because I think it's lag. Wish you luck with your Spanish. Thank you. I love you guys too. Okay, bye. And